Hi everyone, it's me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to our channel and the Catechism for Kids series. Have you ever felt misunderstood? Like no one really sees you for who you are? Maybe you've been teased or felt like you weren't good enough at school. If you've ever felt that way, then today's saint is someone you need to meet. Her name is Saint Bertilla Boscardin, and her story is a beautiful reminder that God sees the goodness in our hearts, even when the world doesn't. Let's travel back to the year 1888 in a small town in Italy. A little girl named Bertilla was born into a poor farming family. Life wasn't easy for her. Her father struggled, and at school Bertilla found it hard to keep up. She was shy, quiet, and some kids, and even adults, were unkind. One priest even called her a goose because he thought she was slow. Can you imagine how much that must have hurt? She was surrounded by rejection and cruelty, feeling small and overlooked. But inside this quiet girl was a heart overflowing with love for God. While others focused on what she couldn't do, Bertilla focused on what she could do: love Jesus and trust in Him. She didn't have a lot of academic talent. She had a deep desire to serve others. This desire led her to join the Sisters of Saint Dorothy, a community of nuns dedicated to education and charity. She wanted to give her whole life to God. Even in the convent, she was underestimated. Because of her simple education, her superiors didn't think she was suited for teaching. So they gave her work in the kitchen and the laundry. Bertilla didn't complain. She did every task with love and humility, seeing it as a way to serve God. Later, she was sent to a hospital in Treviso, Italy, to work as a nurse. This is where her true gifts began to shine. At first, she was just helping in the kitchen again. But then, a terrible disease called diphtheria broke out, and the hospital needed all the help they could get. Bertilla was assigned to work in the children's diphtheria unit. This was dangerous work, but Bertilla wasn't afraid. She saw the face of Jesus in each sick and frightened child. Her touch was gentle, her voice was kind, and her presence was a source of immense comfort. The children adored her, and the other hospital staff started to notice something special about this quiet, humble nun. Then, World War I began. The hospital was hit by bombs, and everyone had to be evacuated. But did Bertilla run away? No. With incredible courage, she helped move all the patients to safety. She worked tirelessly, caring for wounded soldiers and civilians, never seeking attention or praise. She just wanted to serve. People started to see her for who she truly was, a woman of incredible strength, compassion, and faith. They said she was small in the eyes of the world, but great in the eyes of God. Isn't that amazing? The very girl who was called a goose and told she wasn't smart enough became a hero and a source of comfort to hundreds of people. Her story reminds us of what Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew: "The greatest among you will be your servant." Bertilla lived this truth every single day. She showed that holiness isn't about being the smartest, the most popular, or the most talented. It's about having a humble heart that's open to loving and serving God and others. Sadly, Bertilla's life was short. After years of tireless work, she died at the young age of 34 from complications after surgery. But her legacy of love lived on. The people she cared for never forgot her tenderness and her selfless heart. They began to pray to her, and miracles started to happen. Finally, the whole world saw what God saw all along: the beautiful soul of a saint. On May 11, 1961, the Church officially recognized her holiness, and Pope John XXIII canonized her as Saint Bertilla Boscardin. Her story speaks directly to anyone who has ever felt like they don't quite fit in, or that their path is unclear. There's a beautiful prayer by another great saint, John Henry Newman, that seems perfect for moments like this. It goes, "God has created me to do Him some definite service. He has committed some work to me which He has not committed to another. I have my mission. I may never know it in this life, but I shall be told it in the next. I am a link in a chain, a bond of connection between persons. He has not created me for naught. I shall do good, I shall do His work." This prayer reminds us that each of us has a unique and important mission from God. Like Bertilla, you might not see it clearly right now, but the one thing necessary for you to flourish is the same thing that was necessary for her: to trust God and trust His plan for your life. You are not created for nothing. You have a special purpose. So, the next time you feel misunderstood or overlooked, remember Saint Bertilla. Remember that God doesn't measure us by the world's standards. He looks at our hearts. He sees our efforts, our love, our desire to do good, no matter how small our actions may seem. Saint Bertilla teaches us that anyone, no matter how simple or ordinary they may seem, can become a great saint just by loving and serving with a humble heart. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn about the incredible life of Saint Bertilla Boscardin. If her story inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next story of faith. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy. Until next time, and may God bless you always.